Okay, hello, Tyler Bryden here. I hope everything's going well. Very excited to share a release for you around the improved sentiment analysis that we have now released in Speak. And this is something that has been asked about for a long time. People who are looking at sort of data sets, relying on sentiment analysis. And if you remember, we had sort of a display, it was a pie chart here that would break things down into positive or negative or neutral. And we were sort of continually getting asked, hey, is there a more nuanced way to break this down? And that's when we started to work towards this effort to separate it into what you are now seeing in this dashboard today, which we're excited to share. Very positive, slightly positive, neutral, slightly negative, and then very negative. And with that, there is a corresponding sort of color palette that goes with the dark green being the most positive down to the dark red there being the most negative. And if you do have a question about how we calculate this, I will drop this into the video description, which is what do the sentiment scores mean. And you can see there's a scale from -1 being the most negative up to +1 being the most positive. You can then use that to sort of get a grasp or understanding about how we're calculating, visualizing, and then showing this in the dashboard. Now, super powerful way to then visualize it with a little bit more specific, and then allows you to do something really exciting, which wasn't possible before, which I can now go into this table and I can say, hey, I'm only interested in the very positive sentences. We're positive people here. And now I've got only the positive sentence. Looks like we've got a bunch of House of the Dragon. We got some Always Sunny data flowing in here. You can see that. And then I can even filter throughout that very positive to find the most positive moments within. And then as always, you've got the jump to the exact moment function that has been available to you in Speak at the start. And a quick other note on this, we've also updated the sentiment chart over time, which this is looking at the overall document score. So the sentiment is calculated a little bit different, but you can see sort of spikes in positivity and negativity with, for example, in this data set, October 19th, 2022 being the highest sentiment day, and then November 3rd, 2022 being a very low sentiment day. And then there are ways for you to then hone in on that specific data, and we're going to make it even easier for you to jump to those specific moments in the next iterations. Now, what is nice is with these sentiment charts, these are downloadable, so I can see them here. I can download both of these. I can pop them open. If you give me a second and you have some patience here as I go ahead and pull them up. And that allows you to then sort of quickly produce sort of reports or visualizations on them. I've got one as I pop it up here, and you can see a very nice clean sort of visualization. You know what data set it's connected to, and if you have an internal team or a client or executive, whatever it is, you can very quickly give it and not just be sort of overbroad with the positive, neutral, negative sentiment. You can actually dive down into specific instances. And I will add one other layer. There's a dedicated video on this, but if I'm interested in, say, a specific topic or a theme or a keyword or phrase, I can actually get sentiment on that. And this is a big part of that update. See if I see the word team here, you can see that when we look at the word team in the last 3 months, it's mentioned 6 times. You get a little bit of a summary, but then you also get the sentiment on that sort of topic, keyword, or phrase within that same breakdown from positive to negative, and really allows you to quickly get an understanding of how people are feeling about these sort of topics, themes, keywords, phrases in the data sets that you have. So really excited about this update to sentiment analysis. If you have other questions or thoughts around this, please feel encouraged to send us a message. We're always open to the feedback there, and always improving the system so that you can get meaning, comprehension, and then share those insights as quickly as possible, and ideally with no code, so we can not have to rely on those expensive developers and data scientists all the time. Let's do this with some great software here and have some amazing insights into the data that we're interacting with. So thank you so much for checking this out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. As always, send us a message if you need any help. You can log into Speak and access this today if you're already a user, and if you're interested, simple register process. You've got a free trial with 30 minutes included. You can start accessing and playing around with this data, visualizations, or supporting this interactive dashboard right away. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.